making this video because, one, it has become clear that it's necessary for me to make it. And it's specifically on the topic of Facebook and social networks and all this internet stuff and interconnectivity. I have a minor child who begged me to have a Myspace or Facebook account, and I kept saying no. And I was able to exercise the power to say no in my house because I had my computer passworded and my internet access passworded as well. So even when I did allow access in my home, it was on a big screen TV in the front room and not on some laptop or cell phone closed up in a room. And so my 11-year-old kept on pestering me. Well, so-and-so got an account, so-and-so got it. And the truth of the matter is, if you're under the age of 13, it really is a violation of most website terms to even have an account. But in actuality, there are numerous kids online that have accounts. I kept saying no, and I kept saying no for years. And it wasn't until I found out quite by accident that my son went around me. You know, he didn't open up his account at home. He went somewhere else, to somebody's friend's house or the library or something. But at 11 years old, he had sense enough to create an email account. And this is something I couldn't even get my grown son to do. And, you know, I think everybody, if they don't learn anything else about a computer, they should at least know how to email and have an email account. If for nothing else but to have a place where if you're looking for a job, somebody can contact you, even if you don't have a phone or a stable address. If you don't learn anything else, at least learn how to do that. Back to my point. When I did find out my son had an account, the only piece that I could make with that is that, well, it's better that I just be his friend. At least then, you know, I do have a connection, and, you know, I had to make peace with that. Some people are assuming, you know, I made it more possible for him to get online, but that simply isn't the case. I was strict and very much approved about personal content on the internet. I'm still approved, for the most part, about personal content on the internet because Facebook and Myspace and all these websites don't hold accountability for how reckless people are with your personal content. I don't know if any of you all are aware, but all of your personal cell phone numbers are available on Facebook, and they get it through Google, because Google, under the skies of trying to make it more secure for you to access your account, which is bullshit, it's just a way for them to get more contacts in their database to promote their causes. But many people fall for that, including myself, because I never want to be locked out of my account, and I want to be able to get access to it if I forget my password. Or if somebody hacks it, I want to be able to prove it's me, you know, that's trying to regain access to an account. But I wanted to make people aware that this is a serious matter, and that we just have to be more vigilant in making laws. Laws is the only thing that's going to make websites like Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, all of them accountable for their actions. Right now, there aren't any internet laws. And the closest thing that we have to a law to regulate the internet is net neutrality, which prevents any company dominating the internet and taking it over. And we never want this to happen. That's an important law because if Comcast or Time Warner had their way, they would have taken over the internet a long time ago, and then internet access would have been only available to those who pay for a premium package, which it should never be like that. Anybody, even in a rural community or in foreign countries where they're very poor, should be able to have internet access whether they have money or not. That's what the internet was always supposed to be about, having access to information, and that's very important. As you can see how reckless Facebook is in the way that they float your information around. Yahoo, Facebook, Myspace, all of them are so busy being hungry for traffic and for your information so that they can promote their goods and products and services and satisfy their advertisers and stockholders, but they don't give a damn about you and don't have to. Don't have to, because you're voluntarily and freely giving them the content that makes them them. It simply wouldn't be no Facebook or MySpace or YouTube without you. So you are going to have to participate in making it a safer place to be. And the best place to start is with laws. If you're active in politics or whatever, you should make sure that your legislator is one that has internet as an important issue or topic. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to be long dead and gone, and other people are going to have to die or something tragic to happen before anything changes. But right now, the internet is a wild, wild west. It's wild frontier. Parents, don't think because YouTube says we don't allow such content. The truth is, you can get all types of content from any website on the internet. So it's just reckless to let your child be in front of a computer hours upon hours, the door shut, laptop, freely, because you can get anything from any website. About the only website I've visited that, pretty much keep things strict with their content is Disney. They do a good job, but not all websites have that commitment to being safe. So don't think that YouTube is just for kids. It's not for kids. Kids might be a large percentage of who visit and provide them traffic, but promise you, YouTube is for everyone. So anybody with attitude or opinion, whether they're atheists or witchcraft or whatever topic, Christians or sex, it's going to be on YouTube and can be found on YouTube, on Facebook, on MySpace. It's there. So don't kid yourself. This issue came up because somebody confronted me about things that my 13-year-old is saying. But guess what I found out? When I tried to remove his account, Facebook sent me a message saying they don't delete accounts. Did you all know that? They never delete your information. Even when you close your account, Facebook is committed to keeping your data. And you gave them permission to keep it because you opened the account and agreed to it. Most people click that, okay, I agree to the terms, just to get through with the process of opening up a page, but don't realize what they agreeing to. So the content belongs to them. Even though it's your content, they get to keep it. And they get to keep it indefinitely. So, if you're doing some things now in your younger days, and later you change your lifestyle and you moving in a different direction, that could still come back to haunt you. Everything. Facebook keeps everything. So when I asked for the account to be deleted, my response was, even if they removed it, that my child could go right back on and open it up. The only saving grace I had is had I done it 2 years ago when he first asked for an account, well, actually got an account without my permission. I probably could have, got him on terms of use violation because he was underage. But at 13, he's not underage and therefore not violating the terms. And so therefore, they're not going to delete it. And even if he deleted it voluntarily or I delete it or find a way to get it deleted, he can reopen it back up. It's that simple. He can go right to a public library or to a friend's house using their cell phone, open it right back up. So we just can't have our heads in the sand like ostrich, on this matter. And it became an issue in my family because of some of the outrageous things my son was saying on the internet. And it hurts me, to find out about it that way. But it did make me want to come out and actually speak up on this subject. And so this is my speaking out on it. This is me letting you know I do care. I don't think it's just, okay. I never did. If I had my way, he wouldn't have one. He wouldn't have an account now. But even if I removed it, he can go right back and reopen a new one. All it takes is a new email address. It's nothing to it. So it takes more than just, okay, well, don't give them a phone or don't give them a computer because, you could go to a public library and open up and establish anything you want. So we, as a society, have to make a decision and take a position on this. Is it okay for children to be on the internet or have Facebook or Myspace accounts? It is real reckless because there has even been young people that taken their own lives because of cyberbullying. In fact, the reason why I had chose to field of computer forensics was because a story had touched me so much of a young lady who took her own life, and I thought it was just, some teenagers teasing her to death, and things just went, bad without them really anticipating the outcome. But the truth of the matter, it turned out to be a grown-ass woman who was stalking and harassing this girl online that was a friend of their family. Really outraged. So, yeah, I chose the field of computer forensics because I wanted to be a part of that. I hate cyber bullies, creeps, pedophiles, because I depend on the internet. I'm not going to cut the internet off in my house because I'm disabled, and I depend on that to do almost everything that I need to do to take care of my business in life. So I despise people or anybody who abuse the internet. And that's why computer forensics was a passion. I had already had a background in computers, also a background in law. So worked in the law firm many, many, many years doing technical support. So I have dual backgrounds in that area and dual passion for those things. And that was my life goal at one point, to pursue a career in forensics. And the main reason why is because I hate cyber creeps. They make it bad for everybody. I hate anybody that abuses the internet. So if you're in my family and personal friend network, I appreciate when you let me know what's going on with things I said, because I don't read everything. I have so much on my wall, and so many people abuse the status line because they think that's, their diary for all the, constant chatter in their brain, which really amounts to diarrhea of the mouth or thoughts, because really that's not what the status line is meant. It's to put every pea-brain thought in your head in the status line. And it's actually very rude, and most people don't realize how those multiple status lines affect other people's pages. You go on your page and you're trying to see what's on everybody's mind, and all you can see is this constant person who, obsessive with chattering. That's not how it's supposed to be used. And I plan to continue. This is just the beginning. I plan to continue to be on the internet as a presence to let people know what's really going on. What's really going on with it. Keep it real, 100%. That's what I'm all about. Peace.